Strickland fucking did it. He pulled it off. He defeated Khamzat fucking Chimaev in a 48-47 5-rounder, and it wasn't a fluke. He didn't catch him in a fluke KO. It wasn't anything like that. Like Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman, he fucking beat him 3-2 straight up, and I just can't fucking believe it. Uh, I was gonna wait until Monday to do like a proper card breakdown, but the fact that Strickland beat Chimaev, I just figured I had to make an instant reaction. So I'm just gonna be talking about the co-main and main event right now. Just stay tuned if you want to see uh, all of my opinions later this week. But let me go ahead, cut to the chase. Let's start with Hamzat and Strickland. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say to it. I was wrong. I didn't think he would even have a chance in hell. I mean, I did believe he would probably have the better advantage on the feet. Although I said Hamza is more likely to knock out Strickland than Strickland is to win overall, and obviously that wasn't fucking true. I did acknowledge that Strickland was arguably the best wrestler that Hamza has fought. I know he fought Usman, but I don't really count that fully. Uh, and I figured that might give him a little bit of problems, but man, Strickland just he beat him. He beat him. He outstruck him. He pretty much nullified the wrestling. Yes, Hamzat was still able to take him down, but Hamzat really didn't do much with it aside from that first round. And even then, I think he only landed 6 significant strikes. I'm seeing a lot of chatter online. A lot of people feel like this was a robbery and that Hamzat should have won. That potentially that first round should have been a 10-8 for Hamzat. I don't know what the fuck you guys watched if you believe that, but that makes no sense to me. You cannot get a 10-8 round with 6 significant strikes. If you want to do a 10-8 round based off of pure wrestling and no damage, you better have taken the guy down within the first like 2 seconds, which I guess Hamzat kind of did. But I mean, yeah, that was nowhere near 10-8. I gave Hamza the 10-9 for that round. And in case you're curious, my scorecards the way I had it. I had Hamza round 1, 10-9. I had Sean Strickland taking round 2 and round 3, 10-9 as well. I know round 3 was kind of controversial for some people. Although Hamza did land some good strikes, Strickland was consistently landing thudding strikes, the jab. And a lot of people are glazing Hamzat's right hand, fucking nerd folks from Ariel Helwani show. But anyways, um, Strickland was also landing right hands. Potentially not as thudding. Maybe Hamza wore them better, but Hamza was eating a lot of shots every fucking round when they were on the feet. So to imply that Hamza was getting the better on the feet just because Strickland was moving backwards, that's just not correct. Yes, Hamza did have Strickland down um, in the fifth, but he didn't do anything with it, which I'm kind of jumping the gun here. I gave Hamza the fourth. He beat Strickland straight up there. He looked real good. And the fifth round was very close. Hamza was controlling Strickland on the ground and against the cage, but again, he didn't do anything with it. Once they got back to the feet, it was still pretty close, but Strickland really started to pull away at the end. He would just started landing 2 jabs for every one of Hamzat's one. And every few seconds, Hamza would land a solid strike or two, but Strickland just would out volume him. He hit him with like I said, like 2 for every one that Hamza landed, especially in those later rounds. Um, and yeah, so I had it exactly how I think Saul Diamato had it. Um, round 1 and 4 for Chimaev, 2, 3, 5 for Strickland. But yeah, guys, he fucking did it. I can't believe it. A lot of people made a lot of good money. I wish I bet on Strickland. I love to bet on crazy underdogs like that. I don't know why I didn't. I had a gut feeling. But I mean, I still stand by what I said. You can't go back and watch their old footage and like unironically determine that Hamzat's gonna win that. Nobody thought that was gonna happen. Not like that. Nobody thought Strickland was gonna win like that. Um, and if you did think that, show me the fucking proof, okay? I will remove my own ribs and suck my own cock if you can prove that. But anyways, let me go ahead and move on to Joshua Van and Tatsuro Taira. I guess my final closing remark on Strickland Chimaev was we got worked. They're for sure friends. The way they, laughed it off afterwards, before, during, they for sure worked our ass. At least me. Strickland was never going to pull a gun or anything on Chimaev. They're probably butt buddies behind the scenes. Anyways, let's go on to Joshua Van Tatsuro Taira. I'm a little proud of myself. I picked that one exactly correct. Yes, Tyra had the significant grappling advantage, but just in every other area, he actually lacked, in my opinion. Yes, it was a little bit more well-rounded, but durability, power output, damage output, striking, I gave that all to Van, and they had a common opponent, and it was Raw Dog Royval. And I remember watching that fight live, Royval versus Tatsuro Taira. Taira got broken down by Brandon Royval, and after seeing that, I don't know how I was having trouble, not imagining that happening again to Van or happening again to Tyra by Van, unless Tyra took him down in the first round, and I did say that in my prediction. We were gonna learn who was gonna win that fight immediately, within that first round, and Tyra wasn't having his way the way he should have. Um, and once Van was kind of able to push Tyra off of him, when Tyra would try to kind of posture up, I knew Van was gonna maybe not get him out of there, but I knew Van was gonna win. As for the stoppage, I'm not mad at it. The way Tyra kinda, like, slumps over for a second, these are split-second reactions. I don't blame, the ref for stopping it there, but, it coulda gone on a little bit longer. I understand. You let him go out on a shield, it's a title fight, but Tyra is young as fuck. He's a young guy. You don't want him to take any unnecessary damage. He'll be back. He will absolutely be back. He was very upset by that stoppage, and I don't blame him. I would be upset too in a title fight. Like, let me get knocked the fuck out. I want to wake up and realize I had no other option other than to lose. Like, but I don't know. I'm not a fighter like that, so I can't speak to it. But yeah, that was a great win by Van. And I gotta say, Pantoja by whatever he wants. Pantoja has his way with Van, um, in any manner of any sorts, in the cage, outside of the cage, anywhere. I think Pantoja absolutely uh, takes Van's dignity and manhood. Um, but yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. I don't have much else. I know there's a lot of controversy around the Strickland Khamzat fight. A lot of people feel like Khamzat won, but I actually kind of watched it twice. I went back and rewatched it. It Strickland won that. I don't see how Khamzat won that. I mean, it was a close fight, so I can see how, but Strickland won that fair and square. Um, I mean, yeah, I he looked really good. The craziest thing about it is this motherfucker is probably gonna lose to DDP the next fight, or Strickland's gonna lose to Kamaru Usman for his first title defense. That's just how Strickland is, man. He steps up when it's needed the most, but doesn't any other time. Um, I gotta get out of here, guys. I have work. I gotta leave for work here in like 10, 15 minutes. So thanks for tuning in. As always, like and subscribe. Our real small channel goes a long way. Comment down below. What do you think? What did you think of that card? What did you think of that fight? Do you think it was rigged? Was it sus? Was Hamzat fucking throwing the fight? Um, I don't believe so. I just think that maybe the weight cut was too much. You know what? Actually, I want to comment on that. Maybe the weight cut was too much, but that's not an excuse when you're bringing the fucking belt. I mean, like that's just not an excuse. You brought the belt to the fight. This is your weight class. Um, but I digress. I got to get out of here. Let me know what you guys think of the stoppage. Van v Tyra. Is Strickland the true champion? Is he one of the greatest middleweights of all time? Is he a Hall of Famer like John Anik said? Let me know. I will see you guys this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I am live, the Open Mat Show. Goodbye.